Bye. Is Jolanda here? Wait, I at least want everyone, please say hello to Oscar. Everyone, please tell Oscar how great he is. Oscar is the bomb. He did all of this. He got this whole thing. He set up this whole event. I'm so proud of Oscar. But Oscar's about to go get him a big, gigantic burger and watch the game. He worked hard today. Thank you, Oscar. All right, Oscar. Oscar is the man. He got the whole truck ready all by himself, brought it down here. We are at, remember last year I was over here with some of my friends at a house in the park. Matter of fact, Michael, and where were we, y'all? Lemonade Mixology. I think we were, okay, so this is basketball court. Oh yeah, you know what? It's hard to like figure it out because there's all this grass. But we were actually set up, I mean, not we. They had their tent and stuff set up right here in the grass. Remember? And all the vendors and stuff, like the arts and crafts were here. And remember the party was over here. Remember we were eating over here. We're eating. And it looks so different right now. But we were eating over here. And then the music and the party was over here. Remember I took y'all over here to the party? We went to the party. How many of y'all were with me last year at House in the Park? Yeah, so we were over here with the DJ, hanging out, partying and stuff, remember? Right here. So we're going to be doing that again this year. Man, it was so much fun. This event was so much fun. That's why I made sure I scheduled enough people on my team so I could still have fun. Because Michael's going to be here. Now, he's not working. So I'm going to be hanging out with some of my friends. And I'm going to be also having some fun. And we're going to be working and making money. So it's going to be... Because last year I was like, oh, I need my truck here. So we got the truck here this year. I reached out to the organizer and told him I wanted to come. And yeah, here we are. Love at worst sight, baby. That's a vegan truck right there, local green. That's a Greek vendor. He does gyros and stuff like that. They got I'm not sure what's going on down there. Maybe it's like a VIP or something. I really don't know, because last year I really didn't make my way around the park. That's the other thing. I kind of want to walk around the park. Last year it was so crowded. I just came straight here, hung out, you know, with Mike and them and ate and stuff, and then went over there. And then I had a couple of my other friends that met me here, and we actually were trying to find each other. It was so packed. I didn't get beyond this little area here. So I want to kind of see what the lay of the land is and see, you know, let's just kind of, let's hang out a little bit, Boss Squad. I left my car parked at the front. So we'll walk over there in a minute. The security guard told me I could leave it there. He was really impressed with my car. He liked it, I should say. He was asking me about it. And so we were talking about that a little bit. And then he was telling me some things about how he produced music and stuff. And so he just said I could leave my car there. Yep, so let's see what we got here. Looks like French fries and ribbon fries and hot dogs. And looks like some seafood. And then there's Island Delights. That's Charles, actually. He's got his little smoothie trailer here, and I think some food next to it. So that's kind of I can't show y'all any menus yet because the event doesn't start until tomorrow. So, which I didn't want to bring my seafood truck because number one, it's they already have seafood. I think they have 2 seafood because TC's here also. And number 2, to me, for a crowd like this, I would rather have like, you know, like the burgers and Phillies and footlongs and sausages and stuff like that. I think that'll be more popular for this particular crowd. because this is like the house music crowd. They're a little bit different than, you know, it's a mixed crowd too. It's black and white, but they're a little bit different in terms of what they eat, right? They don't eat as much fried food for some reason. That's why they got the vegan truck here and the gyro, and yeah, so let's see what else is happening. Now, a lot of, you know, setup is still going to be going on all day. We try to just drop and go, you know, just drop and go. So this is the man right here that does the gyros. I'm on a live stream. Say hi to everyone. He's the man.
Hello,
He's the gyro man. If you want a gyro, there's his truck.
30
gyro.
years.
30 years. Yeah, so have I been knowing you 30 years?
Started 90, 95, 96.
I think I've been knowing you about that long, haven't I?
Yeah.
Where do we meet?
Your parents. I met with first your parents.
Oh yeah, my mom and Chef, right? When we were Chef Steiner, because we had a restaurant. Yeah, you met them in Decatur, and then we were at Piedmont Park together, I think, weren't we? Music Midtown. Yeah, because my mom and Chef, my stepdad, he was a chef, executive chef at our restaurant, and we dabbled out here a little bit when we had the restaurant. And
Real nice guy. And your mom was real nice.
oh yeah, absolutely. My mom was the best. I mean, everything I am is because of her. So we're gonna go, but yeah, so that's where we met. We met about almost 30 years ago, and we did a lot of events together. Music Midtown, Jazz Festival, Dogwood Festival, all the big events here in Atlanta, right? I don't do all that stuff no more. Too much work.
All days.
Yeah, the good old days. But I mean, I don't know about that. Well, it was fun while it lasted, but I had to retire from all that hard work. You still doing some of it. He's retiring too, aren't you?
The good thing is I'm not doing whole year around.
Yeah. But we were just talking about how how you're retiring from it too. It's too much stress.
I'm not going to do business. I'm going to do with the coffee business.
Okay. All right. Well, I was telling him a little bit about, you know, how to do the catering and stuff with the truck and get a catering manager, and because one of his big concerns and one of his big issues was about staffing, you know, and I'm really fortunate and blessed, but it's a lot of problems out here when you're doing this festival stuff, which I don't really do, but I used to, and I know what he's talking about. It's a lot. It's very hard with the staffing. It's hard to get really good people. You got to use a lot of, you know, people that just aren't that responsible and reliable like my guys. I got the best team. And part of that is because if I was doing, listen, I'll tell y'all this, and I'm going to read some comments too. If I was doing festivals every weekend, I wouldn't have Oscar and Roland and Michael and Michael part-time, but I wouldn't have my team because they don't want to do this kind of work. Festival work is very hard work. So that's why we only do probably 4 festivals a year. And that's it. And if I was doing festivals every weekend or something like that, I couldn't. Oscar and Roland wouldn't do it because it takes, anyway, it's hard to explain, but with that type of work where people are working, you know, 15, 20 hour days and on the road and this and that, it's very difficult. And most people that have stuff going for themselves and have driver's licenses and that are real responsible and stuff, they don't want to do that. So that's why one of his biggest issues, and what we're talking about, is how he's tired of, you know, not having good people to work. And, you know, they all see my people, but that's because I'm not doing festivals. You know, we're doing, like I told him, he's got to maybe get away from the festivals, which he is anyway, but, you know, do more like what we're doing is like catering and having contracts with companies to where you're the only food truck there. You know what I mean? So I have contracts with all different types of malls, you know, Tanger outlets, both of the Tanger outlets, Home Depot, places like that where there's no competition. It's just us. And it's smaller volume, but it's less stress and you don't need as many people, and I can have 2 people run the truck. So and I've talked to you guys about this before. It's all about, what your business model is. My business model has shifted tremendously from over the last, 5 years ago is when I stopped doing festivals. So it's shifted a lot, and this is why, because you have to transition in your business model as you become more successful, older, because this, like, festival work is more like when you heard him 30 years ago. It's more like when you're in your 20s and 30s, because it's very, very hard on your body, your mind. You don't get much sleep, and you have to micromanage a lot of people because you have to hire a lot of, day laborer type people, and they have all kind of personal problems and addiction issues, and it's just a lot to manage and to deal with. And there's always, then if it rains, and then if, you run out of food, or if the store's out, like, there's a lot of planning, just a lot. I'm not going to keep going into that because I don't do that anymore, but it's just, that's what he and I were just talking about. He was just telling me how, and he's got a nice truck too. Look, he was just telling me how he's tired of doing festivals. He doesn't want to do it anymore. And the main complaint that he had is that it's too much stress, it's too many long hours, it's too many problems trying to get help. So when you kind of work into your way into a more, I don't want to, professional may be the wrong word, more of a consistent, stable business, you don't have that problem, because then you can pay your people a salary, and you can sustain that, because it's not like a week to week thing. A weekend to weekend thing. It's like all the time, daily. My guys, they work 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. So they get their paychecks, they're happy. They don't have to overexert themselves, So, like with the catering and the, the contracts that I have, we only have to have 2 people on the truck. When you do these festivals, we actually got to have 5 or 6 people on the truck to handle the crowd. And when you have a tent, you have to have 10 to 12 people, sometimes 15. It's a big difference. So let's keep going. So I just wanted to stop and say hi to him, because we've known each other for so long. I forgot how long it had been. So this is goodness gracious, looks like a barbecue truck. Yeah, I forgot how long it's been that I was in, like, the festival business, guys, the concession business, because I'm putting my glasses on so I can see y'all's comment. Because, back then I used to own a restaurant. I owned an 8,000 square foot fine dining restaurant. And that's what he was talking about. My mom, who I lost in an auto accident in 2004. And then my stepfather, who was an executive, multi-award winning chef. He cooked for presidents of the United States, guys. He had like the credentials and the acumen of, like, he won the Escoffier Award twice. So he's got all the trophies and everything. So he was a very, very renowned chef, my stepfather. So we had a very high-end fine dining restaurant, 8,000 square feet, like I said, with a party room and all that stuff. And I was working with, I had left corporate America. I used to do very well. I sold IBM mid-range computers, and my mom started this little restaurant, and then they needed help, and I was tired of all the corporate politics, so I started working with them, helping them. And then they had just a little place, and then we moved to a nice big fine dining place, like I said, and that was really my main focus. And while we were doing that, I dabbled a little bit out here in the festival world, and I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. You can make a lot of money, if you run your business right. You can make a lot of money, and you can just kind of work, when you want, you know what I mean, so to speak. Like, you can book the weekends that you want, whereas with the restaurant, you have like our rent was, I think, about $8,000 a month. Our overhead was over $40K a month. You know what I mean? And so both of them have their pluses and minuses. I don't really like the restaurant business. I really don't like the concession business, but they both serve their purpose. You know what I mean? I learned a lot from both, and from that, I was able to create, this food truck business. So it was created out of those things that I just described to you. So both of those things that I don't like anymore serve their purpose for me to learn things. Like some of the menu, that I do here came out of our restaurant and came from the things that I learned from him. And a lot of my cooking style and things that I learned about cooking, came from our restaurant, and things that I learned from having that. And then from the concession, I kind of was able to build the food truck in a way, let's keep walking. I was able to build the food truck in a way that served me well for if I had to do a festival, or if I had to do a festival or if I had to do catering. Like, my food truck is set up perfectly because I learned a lot from the concession world. But it's definitely not something that I would, if somebody asked me, hey, should I get into concessions? I'd be like, nah, skip over that and get you a food truck. There's nothing really else to see. But I would tell them, skip over that and just, get you a food truck, get you a catering manager, learn how to, book catering events, focus on like smaller events, because you make actually more money because you have less overhead, and you can get a really professional team. You can get a good, professional staff to work, and in the long run, it'll be easier. Like, you may not make those. See, to me, festivals is like gambling. It's like you make those big losses and those big gains, right? But it's a lot of stress. Whereas with what we're doing with, the trucks and the catering and everything, what is good is that you working every day and you're taking small chips. You know what I mean? Like chipping away at it small, but at the end of the year, you have the same amount of sales, but you know what you have that's different? You have the same amount of sales. I got my reading glass on here, but you have a higher net profit. And that's really what it's about. You want to get the highest net profit that you can, use the least amount of effort and the least amount of labor. So that's that would be my advice, is to get you a food truck, and you have a lot less stress and a lot less expenses, and you'll make a higher net profit. But you will have to work more days, but the days that you work you'll have smaller stress, you know what I mean? Smaller amount of revenue, which is also less inventory, less work, less wear and tear on everything, your body, your equipment, etc., etc. So, how many beautiful people are on here with me? Let's see. How many of you guys have ordered your seasonings? We have free shipping. Free shipping's going on. I'm hot and I'm going to my car. Free shipping's going on. Use the code Labor Day. I got Lucy Miller says, hi, beautiful boss lady. Hi, beautiful Lucy Miller. I love that all you guys are on here this Saturday. I'm going to go home and sit in the nice air conditioning. We're going to do some movies tonight down in our movie theater, eat some popcorn, probably I don't know what all we're going to eat. But at 7, I have we have our low glycemic cooking class. So I'm going to be in our cooking class, and we got to be down here around 9. So we'll be down here around 9 a.m. The work can be very tedious. Don Freelick says, Jerry Armstrong, and you probably pay them good. I do. I wish I could pay them more, really, because they're worth it. So yeah, so we're at Grant Park, getting ready to head home and relax the rest of my day. All of our business is done until tomorrow. This is Grant Park. We are at House in the Park. House in the Park. And tomorrow it's going to be lit. We're going to have so much fun here. together. We're going to dance, we're going to party, we're going to eat, we're going to work, everything. It's going to be a good time. I'll be live streaming from here. I'm going to bring my battery back up so we can just live stream all day and have the best time. Let me make sure I didn't lose. Did I lose my? We have these wristbands, guys, that we have to wear to get in. Otherwise, it's $20. And I already gave Oscar his. Shh, I just thought about something. Should have gave Roland his. Darn it. Okay, so I made one little mistake. I forgot to give Roland. Yeah, okay, we'll work it out. Because the security guard already, there's Spice. The security guard already told me that he will help me out. So I got to figure out. Let me talk to him for a real quick second. He's sitting in his nice air-conditioned car. Hey, I'm sorry to bother you.
Yes, ma'am.
So they didn't give me any extras. So what I was thinking,
I know they wasn't.
I'll just see you in the morning. I'll be here at like 9:30.
Okay.
What time will you be here?
About 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
I got to make sure.
Wow, he's going to be here really early, you guys.
Work tonight. I will get some extras in a minute.
I'll just see you at 9.
No, hold on. Just to confirm it.
Because my guys, I got to wait for them at the gate anyway because I wasn't able to give them their wristbands. Only 2 of them.
Uh-huh.
So the other 2, so I'll just come to the gate and wait for them. And then I'll just see you. If that's okay.
Yeah, hold on. What's your number?
My phone number?
Yes.
404. Oops, hold on. It's CORINNA. Y'all, I had to mute the phone for a second because of my phone number now. If you're part of the VIP. Oops.
Okay, I'm going to text you in a minute.
Okay, if you guys are in the VIP subscription group.
Later on. I'm going to text you, but in the morning, text me. I'm going to text you later on tonight before I leave here.
Okay.
And I'll have a couple extras.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And like I control this gate in the morning, so
okay.
Don't worry about it.
So you'll be here. Thank
yes,
you.
Ma'am.
And then you know you can stop by the truck. You know what my truck looks like. Stop by
I'm
and
gonna
get
have
you
to
some
send
food.
somebody because I do cash control.
I'll just bring somebody. I'll send one of my guys to bring you some food.
Appreciate you.
Okay. Do you prefer? Would you like Philly cheesesteaks, burgers, footlongs, chicken fingers,
Philly
corn dogs,
fries, whatever? Nope, you can't get none.
What about some chicken fingers?
That's fine.
So I'm gonna send you a nice Philly plate with some chicken fingers and fries and a Philly.
Okay, cool. Because you know what? I have 2 girls that work up here with me,
and a lemonade.
And they always get mad. Everybody brings you food.
I'll come pick it up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
and then I got my famous peach lemonade.
Yes,
so I'm gonna
please.
send you one of those.
All right.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
When I get, you're welcome.
And your name is
Harold.
Yes.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Leroy. Harold. Okay.
Harold.
All right. See you tomorrow.
I'll text you my name in a few minutes.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. So, Harold is gonna make sure my guys get in because there's 6 of us and they only gave us 4 wristbands. So he said he would help me get. And then also, I'm trying to think. Roland and Noah. Trying to think where I could leave their wristbands. I might stop by the commissary and leave them a wristband. So let me sit in the car with y'all for just a minute so I can make sure I don't miss any of your wonderful, beautiful comments. And then we're going to get rolling. Look at the inside of my beautiful Spice. Suede all around. The nice red seat belts. I got my cushion. See, that's my cushion because remember, I was having some hip pain, so my chiropractor told me to get a cushion. I got my cushion. These are nice seats, aren't they? Those little holes that you see, those are air holes because they're heated and cool seats. So you could turn on the cooling. I'm not letting the top down though, just so y'all know. I'm not letting the top down because it's too hot. But yeah, so the little holes there are, I'm trying to think of what I should do so I don't lose these. Those are air holes. So you can have you can have cool seats or heated seats in the winter time. I love my car. Can y'all tell? Can you guys tell how much I love my car? I do. This car was such a lucky find because it had, when I bought it, it was it had 3,000 miles on it, and I saved like $20,000 on this car. So I was pretty lucky. Now let me take off my shades so I can read your comments. Look how everybody's moving. They're setting up a whole beverage tent. You see? That's a lot of work. A lot of work. Spice is nice. I like the rhyme there. Spice is nice. Whew, it's hot out here. Thank you, Thomas Williams. It is an investment because this is the 70th anniversary edition. And that's why I got this one. Because it's going to hold its value. They only made, how many was it? 2,000 of these in the entire country. So there aren't that many of these. This is the special 70th anniversary edition. That's why it has the suede everywhere. Look at the suede up close. Only the 70th anniversary edition has this nice suede all around. Suede everywhere. See all the suede? Suede up here, suede everywhere, and then the nice leather seats with the red stitching and the red seat belts. That's only in the 70th anniversary edition, the suede. So yeah. So yeah, I love my car. And then it has, look at the mirror. It has a camera. It's a rear view camera, so you can see behind you in real time. Isn't that cool? Suede interior is rare. It is Thomas Williams. Like I said, they only put it in the 70th anniversary edition, and they only made so many thousand. I can't remember. Somebody could look it up, but I think it was only like 2,000 of these. Maybe it was 3. I don't remember. Me and Andreas looked it up because he's the one that told me, because he was like, you know, they only made a few thousand of these. I'm like, in the whole country? That's hard to believe. And we looked it up, and I can't remember what it was because I wasn't paying that much attention. Like, that kind of stuff doesn't matter to me a lot. But you know, boys, the kids, they all that stuff matters to them, especially boys. Because originally I was going to buy a cheaper car. It was just like this, same color and everything. Y'all saw it. Well, some of you guys were with me when I was car shopping, right? So when I was car shopping, if you guys remember, there was one that was like $25,000 cheaper, and it was white just like this one, but it was not the 70th anniversary. And Matthias and Andreas did a bunch of research, and they were like, get that one, it's a better investment. So I got this one. And if you remember, Kat's husband, he's a car he's a sales manager, car sales manager. So he knows a lot about cars. So I had found this one, and but I was just like, oh, I really don't want to pay that much for this car. So he actually found me the same exact car. Oh no, there's a red ant in my car. Hold on. Ants bite, and they're poisonous. And there's a red ant in my car. I don't know how it got in either. But he found me the exact same car at a different dealership. I don't know, like he just searched and everything, and he found it, and it was $10,000. I kid you not. Less than the one I was going to buy. Exact identical car. The only difference was the spoiler was a little different. It had a different spoiler in the back, but it was the 70th anniversary. It was the Z06. I think is that what it's called? The Z06 or the Z something Z. And it was the same car. The only difference was that it had, like, the other one had like 200 miles on it, and this one had 3,000 miles on it. And it was the same color, the same interior. It was identical, other than the spoiler was different and a couple of real minor things that you really couldn't tell. It didn't have the stripe. Like my car, it's a pearl white, and it has like a pearl white. It has a stripe under it, but it's on the hood, but it's like a real light stripe. Yeah. So Z06. Okay. So yeah, that was the only difference, guys, and it was $10,000. I kid you not. And I thought I was like, nah, something's wrong with this car. So I had to drive like an hour and a half to where it was, and I saw it, and I verified that they had it on the showroom floor. This car, they had it on the showroom floor, and we looked up the VIN. I looked up the VIN number for both cars to see, to just make sure that it had all the stuff on it. And yeah, and I bought it right then and there on the spot because I didn't want to miss out on that deal because it was $10,000. So I bought it right there on the spot, wired them the money the next day. I put a deposit down, wired them the money the next day, and they delivered it to me. They cleaned up the car and everything, and then they delivered. Remember, they brought it to me. They delivered it to me. There's that N again. Got it. They delivered it to me 2 days later, they brought me the car. So that's how it worked. And it was crazy because I went from the basic, I was going to get the basic model, which was I'm trying to think of what the different models were. This was the C3 or something. I think it was the C2, whatever it was. It was like a level down from this. And I was going to get, and it wasn't the Z model. And I was going to get that. It was like $30,000 less. I went from that to this. And it was all because, like you said, it's a good investment. And I love the car. And then, I was just like, you only live once. Might as well just go in and get it. So after I had decided I was going to get it, then Kat's husband found the exact same one for me for $10,000 less. And I ran over there the same day, actually. I ran over there the same day, even though it was an hour and a half away. And I went on and I bought it right there on the spot. So that's how I got this car, guys. And I got it for a really good deal. Like I said, it was $10,000 less because I don't even know why, actually. Because they said they had took it in on a trade. And, another ant. They said they had taken it in on a trade, and I guess they were just trying to hurry up and get rid of it. So, I got lucky. Like, it probably would have been gone because at that time, these cars were in high demand. And ordering one, remember I was going to order one, it was like 6 months. So that's the whole story of my car, of how I ended up with this particular car. It was just really lucky. When I went to the first dealership, I wasn't even thinking about no 70th edition, anniversary edition, because it was way more. It's like $25,000 more. And I'm like, why would I do that? It looks exactly the same. It doesn't have the suede, and a couple other things. And then we drove it and stuff, and I was like, maybe I'll just get this. And then I know those ants, man, those red ants, they're poisonous. They will swell up your whole leg if you get bit by one. But I got rid of, I had 2 in my car and they're both gone now. I got them. I was just trying to figure out how they got in my car though, because the windows are closed. So I don't even know how they got in here. But thank you, Diane George. That's the story of Spice. Allie McBeal, thank you for ordering your seasonings. Sean Jam is definitely, they're bad. And the black ones are poisonous too. The big black ones. I got bit by one and my whole foot swelled up. But if you guys want to order your seasonings, follow Allie McBeal's lead. Order your seasonings and use the code Labor Day. Use the code Labor Day and get your free shipping. Remember, we have improved our fried seasoning. It is much nicer. It's the same flavor, but it's not dusty and it's not ground so fine. So now it's nice and granular the way it's supposed to be. We improved that for y'all and for us, because it's hard to mix too with all that dust going up your nose. So we got that. We actually have a company that's making it, that's kind of doing the mixing for us now as well with some of our spices, which is great. And so we have the new improved. It's going to be new improved for the fried, the spicy fried and the regular fried. And then we're also doing the seafood the same way. We are going to be launching 2 new seasonings and a bunch of other stuff. So just get ready, stay on alert. We got a lot of, little announcements here and there coming. That was the first one, just to let you guys know that we have improved the fried chicken seasoning. If you're in our VIP membership group, that is going to be one of the samples that we're sending out. You get the sample seasonings with your box every month. You'll be getting that. You get a free seasoning every time you order, and you're getting free shipping if you use the code Labor Day today and order. And I can't wait for you guys to try the new and improved. The new and improved. Please, you're long overdue. Andrea Sargent, no, please place your order right now. I'm going to look and see if you placed your order. The orders come on my phone. I want to see that you placed your order. Use the code Labor Day. If you're in our membership group, tell us which free seasoning you want. Okay, and we'll get it to you. And join our membership group. We are going to be cooking low glycemic. Our cooking lesson tonight is low glycemic. So I'm going to be in there, and everyone's in there. And what I was telling you guys earlier, if you're in our membership group, you do get my private phone number, guys. So you can text me, you can call me if you need me. Only our members have private access to my phone number, and that's because I love y'all. Diane George says, awesome about the seasonings. I need to order more. I have about 20 different. Wow. You should also go to the I Got You store and get your spice rack. And you can put them all on that nice spinning spice rack like the one I have in my kitchen. My son, Matthias, he created the I Got You store. And that's on his store. And you can get it there. And I think it's like $24.99 or something like that. We're also going to be doing a giveaway when we spin the wheel. So one of you lucky people will win a spice rack as well. Yes, it's delicious, right, Allie McBeal? Wait till you try the new and improved fried chicken. We are making improvements everywhere in our company, and I'm so happy, and we are creating some new stuff for y'all, and I can't wait to launch it. I can't wait to tell y'all about it. Our subscription group, our VIP membership group, is going to help me select which 2 we're going to launch next month. Well, I guess it's time to get going. I think it's that time, you guys. It's time for me to head home. I've done my work here. I'm going to just drive around that little cul-de-sac thing and roll on out of here. Thank you, Deidre Wilson. A lot of good stuff coming for y'all. A lot of good stuff. I'm really excited. And I love y'all. And let me make sure I didn't miss any comments. I was just talking about this car because the car story is it's just funny to me because we went to go buy one car and we ended up with another car that was like 30 grand more. Yeah, the car's very fast. It is very fast. I mean, super fast, especially in Z mode. See, look. Let me see if I can show y'all where Z mode is. Where is Z mode? Oh, there it is. That's Z mode right there. When you push this, it goes really, really fast. See? That's Z mode right there. Everything goes red, and it just goes really fast, and it's very loud. Like the engine in Z mode, it's like it changes the whole engine. Wait, that's tour mode, Z mode. Matthias loves driving in Z mode. You know why I don't like Z mode? Because it uses more gas. And it like I said, it's very loud. It's like boost power mode. And then it uses all this gas. And I don't need all that in my life. I just need to drive regular. Yeah, I just drive regular. But when Matthias drives the car, he can't wait to push the little Z mode button. And he's all happy. You know how kids are. That's why young men, young boys do not need fast cars. Yeah, and it's louder. That's right, Karen. It's much louder. What are you going to do with all that car, Diane? I don't know. I just drive it. Like, the thing is I really don't do that much. Like, I only drive this car like maybe once or twice a week. It sits in the garage. I drive my Audi most of the time. Andreas loves to ride in it. So whenever he's with me, I drive it. When Matthias is with me, I drive it. But other than that, or, like if I don't know, if I'm going someplace special, I might drive it. I drove it today because I thought I was taking Oscar back home, but his girlfriend picked him up. If I didn't think I was taking Oscar home, I wouldn't have drove it. But I thought I was taking Oscar home, and I wanted him to be able to ride in it. Thank you, Betty Chestnut. Thank you. I'll be dancing all day tomorrow, hopefully. As long as everybody shows up to work, then, and they will, because I got great people. Push that Z mode. Oh no, I'll do it. I'll push the Z mode. I can't do it in the park though. But it's like it just uses too much gas. But it's fun. I might do it sometimes if Andreas or Matthias is in the car. But when I'm just in it, I could care less about Z mode. Let me see if I can hear it. Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna put it in. It's in Z mode right now. Hold on. Can y'all hear the Z mode? Let's see. Bye. Bye-bye. Yeah, and it's jerky too. That's the other thing I don't like about Z mode. Y'all can't really hear it because the windows are up. But when it's in Z mode, it also jerks because it's going so fast. It jerks. Can y'all hear it? I don't really want to be going too fast in this park. Okay, so we're in Z mode. You can hear it too when you let off the gas. What's up? One of my vendor friends. So that's it. That's Z mode. Can you hear the vroom vroom? You can hear it like, listen. When you let off the gas, you can just hear it. And it jerks, and I don't really like the jerking thing. And I don't like wasting money on gas. That's the other thing I don't like. I need some water. Hold on. I gotta see something. There's no car behind me. See how the mirror works? Can you guys see the mirror? Y'all can see the mirror, right? So there's no car behind me, so I'm just going to put in my... Actually, I don't even need that. I mean, I know how to get home. It's not rocket science. I only live like 15 minutes from the park. So you guys got to hear it in Z mode. We're gonna take off. And you're going to get to hear it. And then I'm going to have to pay attention to my driving and probably end the live. I'm trying to cross 4 lanes here. Here we go. Can y'all hear it? That's Z mode. We're having fun, right? Y'all got me. I have the car in Z mode now. Thank you, Deborah Hall Thompson. I need to take these off anyway, because those are my reading glasses. I need to put my shades on now. Because, like reading glasses, I guess you could drive with them, but it's not necessary. They're only for reading. So you guys got to hear Z mode. It's both of the windows down. You could really hear it if I let the top down. Look, let me let the top down. Oh, I don't want to get in any trouble. The police are out here saying something to somebody. Oh, somebody just got a ticket. Look, I don't want to be that person. I'm not even supposed to have this phone in my hand, I don't think. Oh yeah, they're in trouble. They're like surrounding this car. Y'all want to see it? Look. See, look. They're surrounding that car. Right there. He's in trouble. I don't know what he did. His car, it's like a whole bunch of weed smell coming from his car. Yeah, he's in trouble. They told him to pull over, and 2 police cars pulled him over. And see, really in Atlanta, you're not supposed to hold the phone in your hand, like I'm doing. So I actually could get in trouble too. Can you guys go, please? Oh, come on. I don't know what this guy here is doing. Like, he's just like, look at this. He's just like standing, just sitting right here, blocking people. Let's get out of here before I get a ticket. Okay, now y'all can hear it. Y'all hear it? That's the Z mode. We're riding with the top down. Yeah, baby. We're in Z mode. So now I'm going to switch back to regular driving. And I'm also going to say goodbye. I love y'all. I need to pay attention. I do not want to have an accident. But that one car that got pulled over, so I turned the Z mode off. Now it's quiet again. But yeah, like I heard the police telling him, he was like, pull over, turn left. And then it was 2 police cars surrounding him. So, and then he rolled his window down and a whole big cloud of weed smell came out of his car. So he's probably going to be in some big trouble because I could smell the weed from his car all the way to the street. Andreas is trying to reach me, so let me see what he wants. I love you guys. Please go order your